All right, so a few things I just want to kind of go over today with our oh, there's me. I guess I'm on video. Um is just want to talk a little bit about a few advanced things you can do in this program. So let me open up my cartoon in my recents, and I don't know if you guys knew that was there. It's very handy. So let's say that I wanted to come in and modify some of the stuff. What you're going to want to use is the direct selection tool, which is just above the selection tool. And if I click on a path, I can now come in and make some changes to it by adjusting the anchor point or the handle control point. I can even click right on the line and move it around, although I don't usually do that because I don't like the control it gives me. You might also have a section, for example here, where you decide you want to make this curvy. You can do that in two ways. One, you can pull this out here and it'll actually make two anchor points. Just be aware that if you're using the shape builder tool, you may have to do that twice to get both lines. Or instead, if you click over on the right, you can convert this point to smooth and then move the anchor points. Now remember, if you want to move anchor points independently, just hold down Alt. That'll break that point into a corner and you can move them independently. If you let go of Alt, once you've broken it, it will stay broken. So if you want to keep it smooth and you want to go back to smooth, you just push this convert to smooth. It'll move together, hold down Alt, move separately. You might find a situation where you want to use a gradient instead of a solid fill color. Sometimes that is done, and if you would like to experiment with that, that is this button right here, the gradient tool. So if I click on this point, it creates a gradient. I can make that gradient either round, linear, or I can have some freedom to do what I want by clicking on points. And I would then have to take these points and make them whatever color I wanted to, which can take a little bit of work. You can double click on it to manually do it, or you can use the eyedropper to find a color somewhere else, I think. Let's try that again. If you double click, use the eyedropper, click on that color, it'll pick that color. And then I could use this one, double click, pick black, double click, pick that color again, and pick red, whatever you want to do. So that's another fun thing you can kind of experiment with if you are finishing up. Finally, I just want to talk a little bit about how you can create booleans once again with the shape builder tool. So if I have a little section that I want to cut out, for example, when I created this arm, I cut this little shape out here. Let me show you again how to do that. So let me just create a rectangle and I'll round the edges. So let's say that's the arm, right? But right across the arm, I want to make it skin. So what I would do is I would take a path, and I'm not worrying about going past it. That's okay. Let me turn off the fill. Now I'm going to select all of these shapes using the regular selection tool. I have something in the background, so I'm just going to use Shift to do it. Shift, hold down Shift. I've selected two of these things. And now with the Shape Builder tool, I can come in and say, you know what? I want that part to be the arm. Deselect it by clicking off of it and then click back on it in order for this to work. Otherwise, you'll have them all selected still. And then you can come in and with the selection tool, delete those other little sections. So that is how you can use the direct selection tool to make adjustments. That is how you can create gradients, and that is how you can use the shape builder tool to cut out little sections for your drawing to make life a little easier. Thanks for watching.